Emily, from the corporate side, what do corporations want out of their partnerships with nonprofits as we struggle through some of these issues?
I think more than anything, they want impact. So corporations are driven by numbers and data and metrics, and there's definitely a growing demand and expectation that the nonprofits that we support provide that impact. So it's more than just the output of the number of meals you served or kids you served, but it's what's the long-term difference you're going to make. So we're not necessarily funding, like most funders, just to make sure that tomorrow is better. That's great, but we also want to make sure that the difference is going to sustain itself over the long term. And I will freely share that that is as difficult for us to figure out as it is for you to figure out. So I think part of what we're demanding is things that we don't quite know, but we know we need to take this journey, and we have full expectations as the leaders in the nonprofit space that you're going to be thinking about it and hopefully a little bit ahead of us and partnering with us to figure out how to make it. I would also say there's certainly a growing expectation of how can we engage the full assets of the corporation, and that would include our employees. And it's, I think, a changing model, and that's what the report said, and I think we're both also struggling in that area to figure out what is a meaningful engagement, and I think that's where I would really challenge you as well, is to think about how can you use these vast resources of people and their talents, and what are some new and interesting and clever ways that go beyond painting walls to get some, to get some additional benefits. So that's the two areas I would really focus on, which is the outputs, the impacts, and how do you gauge the full resources of a corporation that goes beyond just the check.